Okay, welcome back. I have about half an hour until I have to go do some stuff. So I wanted to make some progress on the website. Norton, you can go away. So what I wanted to do is crack on with some of these tasks, mainly the removing scroll bar and making images the same height, because those should be relatively quick wins. I do have the chat GPT, I guess, messages or requests that I used the other day. So it does say to remove the scroll bar, enable mouse dragging. For scrolling, you can use a library like React Use Gesture alongside React Spring to handle the dragging logic in a smooth way. Additionally, to ensure all images have the same height, you can set a fixed height on the image container and use object fit. Cool. So let's try. I'm going to move this. Oh, I'm going to move this over here, and then we're going to give this a go. So let's npm install those. I should probably stop the project for the moment. Oh, okay. Could not resolve dependency next. Fix the upstream dependency conflict or retry with force. Okay. Let's have a look in my package. So I am using Next 14, Canary 16. This is while resolving Geist 1.1. Found Next 14.14. Yeah. From the root project, could not resolve dependency Nuxt 13.214. Okay, so it's trying to find that. So let's ask chat GPT whilst installing I guess it's the packages, came across I'm still learning the best ways to sort of tell chat GPT to actually do stuff. So I'm still getting my head around it. Whilst installing the packages, I'm getting an error, I think because of my 2 seconds. Cool. Sorry about that. I'm getting an error because I think because of my next version. This is not how you talk to chat GPT. The error is could not resolve dependency. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that is not gonna go well. I wonder if it figures it out. Oh, okay. Let's see. So check my version. Yep. You can look at it in package JSON. I've done that. As I said, we are on 14.04 Canary 16. Update. If you're not already using Next or higher, you can update it, which we are. Okay. Or install with force. I mean, I could install with force, I guess. If major compile using legacy ignores peer dependency conflicts altogether. Might be clean install. Check for alternatives. Okay, I mean, I've got the Geist thing. So let's try legacy peer depths. See what that does. Nope. Okay. Oh. Oh, sugar. How do I? Let me copy that. And actually, let's go dash force. Not resolve next 14 from next auth. I reckon this is this is gonna be a bit of a pain. I should have the latest. I mean, I only created this app, what, 2 days ago? But I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. Let's just see what that does. And then hopefully, right, while it's doing that anyway, what do we need to do? So, we've got the scrolling wrapper component. So we need to use React Spring to animate the dragging, use React Gesture to handle the drag gestures, and then return an animated div with the bind. What's this? That's the use drag. And the style is that. Okay. All right. Well, it succeeded. There's probably going to be some errors, so I don't know how well this is going to go, but let's just run this. Let's go to our blog. This is where we've got our scrolling wrapper. I can adjust it later on. I can refactor it so that it's in its own component later on, but for now this will do. So let's, in the blog page, we need this. So this is creating a constant, which is, I don't know, what is this? Okay, so X is spring value number, set is a spring reference number, and then the bind is a React events handler. Okay, and then so our scrolling wrapper is gonna be, okay, so we're changing it to, so we're changing this to animated.div. I really don't like how that looks, but hopefully we can just change it after. And then we change that div there. And then we grab the styles and we'll put those in, put it in here. So this is blog post, image container, image. Let's get rid of those, put those in there. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Create context only works in client components. So at the moment, where's, I assume that is in React Spring. So in the Spring. Okay. So yeah, it has to be a client component. I think I can just do that. Blog.db. Okay, well, we've installed that. Wait, what's going on now? So app db blog. App db blog. Cannot import the FS module. Cannot resolve FS. Function pass formatter. Wait, what? It should be able to. Let's just come over here. Let's just npmi everything, just in case. I don't know. Okay. Damn, there's definitely something, right? npm next at latest. npm I next at latest. Let me just make sure. I don't think it's that though. I reckon it could be Geist or Gist. I don't know how you say that. Could be. Where else could it be? So fix the upstream dependency conflict. So there's a conflict peer dependency on 14-14 14.0.3. Node modules next. Peer 13.2 or 14. That was always working, so we must be fine with that. While resolving Geist found next. Yep. And then next canary could not resolve from, maybe we don't need this. Oh, here we go. Okay. I reckon that might work now. So let's just npmi. Maybe I will. Okay, cool. That seems a lot better. I'm actually just gonna do those as well. Fantastic. Okay. So I was running, I guess the wrong version of Next or an old version, something like that. Now, experimental PPR preview feature can only be enabled when using the latest Canary version. Where am I trying to use? Okay, open this. Where's it opening? Why is there in your next unit? Are you enabled experiment? Okay, right. Next config experimental PPR. I don't know what this is, so we're gonna turn it off. False. We're then gonna run it. Cool, compiled, and we're loading, and we're still getting an error for FS. Why though? Why was this not happening before? Module, the node FS module enables interacting with the file system. Yeah. To use the, what's this? To use the promise-based APIs, import as FS from node FS promises. All file system operations have synchronous callback and promise-based accessible using both CommonJS syntax and ES6 modules. Do I need to just? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Or not. But it can't, it can find it. It knows what it is. So why are you messing me around? Ready, compiling, blog page. It's not possible to find the requested file. Past request as written in source code. Pass when resolving. Path where resolving has started. Type of request, no import, process issues. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. Okay, I went off. This is now like the afternoon or evening, I should say, and I think I've figured out what my issues are and where I'm gonna go from here. So the first issue, where we left off was on, where was it? Logs. So import FS from FS. So the issue with that was because, what was it? Oh yeah, it was because scrolling wrapper, I had put use client on there. Use client was needed because of the use spring stuff and the drag stuff. Obviously it needs the client to be active or available, I should say, to activate the mouse drag events and stuff like that. Because of that, you can't actually use the FS package because the FS package is part of Node. Therefore, it needs to run on the server, not on the client. So that was that issue. And the way to fix that was just not using client on that. So that fixed it. However, I've gotten to the point now, I've been asking chat or asking ChatGPT to try it out, and I just can't get this to work. I've tried loads of different things. If you're watching this and you know how to do this in React, please let me know what I was doing wrong. This is what I ended up with. I'm not entirely sure. I should have went through and probably had a look at it. But instead of wasting time, what we're going to do now is we're just going to go back to we're going to go back and we're going to use React. We're going to use a package. So we're going to just set a div here. We're going to add in our blogs in there. All nicely. There we go. We're going to take off our all of this, so we don't need React use gesture and we don't need React Spring. So let's take them out of the package before I forget. That one and that one. Cool. And then instead, what we're going to do is we're going to use React Slick. So this is Slick Carousel. Where are we? Here. So React Slick is Slick Carousel component for React, and Slick Carousel allows you just to create carousels like this. With Slick, there are loads of different settings and stuff you can adjust, so we can have, you know, 3-4 slides to show at once, and you can change it based on the responsiveness. So we can change it via that as well. Fantastic. So let's try and do that. First off, we're going to npm I React Slick, and that should bring it in. And also, I should have probably also installed. Okay, yeah, I should probably also install the Slick Carousel as well, because we need to import the CSS for it. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to. So we'll do that as well. Hopefully this should import quite quickly. There we go. So npm I Slick Carousel, and that should do that. Now, while we're doing that, I do have chat with some suggestions. So we're going to add in the settings for Slick. Now we've got no dots. We don't want it infinite. There's a speed. I don't want it to auto go round. So let me we're gonna go for that. We're gonna see what API adaptive height after change autoplay. So we're gonna make sure autoplay. Oh, it's defaulted to false anyway, so that should be fine. And then I think what we're gonna do is we should just be able to change this into a slider. Oh, caps lock. Slider. Obviously we need to import. Let's try and get rid of the use client. I don't know if actually we might need that. No, because then the FS won't work, I don't think. Okay, so import. Let's grab all of our imports that we're gonna need. We're gonna need these two, and we're gonna need the slider. And let's run that, see if that works. Okay, we're almost there. Ready in 2.6 seconds. Okay. Ooh. Path it was not possible to find module not found font slick.svg. The cool stacks in the slick carousel slick theme, and it can't find the URLs. The fonts. Too many options. Check out the latest documentation. Right, let me have a look. Okay, so the quickest way is using the code sandbox, or you can create an index file and create use React Slick with it after you are done installing. So get React Slick, which I've done. Include the CSS, so npm install slick carousel -- save. Import the slider, and then wrap everything around it. So do we not need to import these? Super expression must either be null or a function. So, and then all blogs.sort, this is going to map, and this is going to give us a blog card each. What about if I do use client? Not permitted. Oh. Okay. Okay, so if I then just take, hold up, we have the slides to show at once, swipe. Okay, so we've got some CSS that is messing this up. So on the page, that's the scrolling wrapper, but we don't have a scrolling wrapper class anymore. So what is, maybe it's just because I haven't brought in here's the slick list. Yeah, I reckon it's because I haven't imported. Okay, so let's go to our packages. We've got slick carousel. I reckon we take this out and we take out React Slick just for now. And we use what it said on here. So we npm install React Slick and Slick Carousel, but on the dev dependencies. I think the -- save. Hold up. Wait, did that add it? Wait, let me close it down. There we go. Let's see what that does. Pass requested. Okay, well, it's not going to find that. I don't know why we're having so much trouble just with this. Okay, so now all we need to do is go back to this, include the CSS, make sure we're importing this. Okay, and then all we need to do is do the two imports. But be aware, Slick Carousel is a peer dependency on jQuery, which your colleagues may not like to see on the console output. So you can always grab the CSS from there and convert it into any CSS in JS solution that you might be using. Okay. So then we want to go to scrolling wrapper. We want to use import that. Fail to compile because I assume this should be, oh, should that not be like that? Module not found. Okay, so let's try and find the module. It's in here, or at least it should be. Be slick carousel, slick. This slick theme, slick and slick theme. Okay. So it is on. Surely it's just that though. Does it not? Okay, what's the actual? I see the slick carousel, slick dot CSS. So maybe we take off that. Okay, so now we're back to can't find the fonts. Slick.svg. In the slick theme .css. So that should be back up on that route and then font slick EOT. Okay. Let me have a quick Google and see what that says, because I assume out the box this really should work. Just get through Google's verification. Okay, so I'll bring it over here. You change to be like this. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Trying to follow, but the following doesn't work for me. Get the following error. Relative paths. Slick EOT. This one seems like it's. Tested this. Adding this. Add this. And finally, this two variables. Slick font path. Then running. Missing a slash that caused this issue. Should have been. Oh. Okay. So I'm missing something, but I'm not. I don't get why this isn't working. Fonts, slick dot svg. What? I'm trying to load, but I'm getting module build, unexpected character. You need appropriate blah 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 blah. With no problems, having the same issue. Having the same issue. Okay. URL loader. Site next CSS file loader and URL loader. Huh. next CSS. Do I need to... Maybe what I need to do... Where's my package? But next MDX remote. Is there a next CSS package? What do I need to do? I mean, I understand why it's... I understand why it's not working. That's the... But then... Actually, I lie. I don't get it. I don't get why it's not working, because it should. Not just because it's out of the box, but because Slick theme, the URL is then pointing to a relative path, which is relative to here, which goes on the same level directory, on the same level, goes to fonts, goes to Slick EOT. But for Slick previous, it can't then find... And it isn't, yeah. The Slick theme, it can't find this URL. It can't find this one. Fonts, Slick, SVG. What about if I just take this off? Why not? I am baffled. I am absolutely baffled, because there's also slick.css. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, for now, we're going to go on our app, go on our components. We're going to go into a new file, and we're going to go slider.css. We're going to add this in here. Then I'm going to go Slick theme. I'm going to copy all of this, and I'm going to go sliders. I'm going to go put that in there. Okay. We don't need that. Then we're going to go, so it's going to go up one. Right. So actually, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our scrolling wrapper, and we're going to import the slider.css. Okay. So now it can't find the font. Okay, perfect. So if we then go up 1, 2, go down to public. So if we go to the root, go to public, go to fonts, and then we add in those Slick carousel fonts. And this is not the way you should have to do it. Not at all. Can I copy that whole folder? So let's rename this to Slick fonts. We then go into slick.css. We then go up. We'll go, where are we looking? Wrong one, slider. Okay, so if we now go slick.eot, that's what it's looking for. So slick.eot. we go public, actually we don't need to do that. We just need to go / public slick fonts slick.eot. Cool. So if we now swap this, do it for the last one first, and then at least then work our way backwards. So literally just need that, and that. What? Cannot resolve Ajax loader. What? Okay. We're almost there. Almost there. Come on. I just want I just want a horizontal scrolling here. Ajax loader. Right. Simple. It's just a loading spinner. So now what we need to do, node modules. Let's put it in slick fonts as well. I know it's not a font, but you know. Let's put it there. Boom. Boom. What? What? I don't. If someone. Super expression must be a null or a function. I don't. I don't get this. Got an export, circular dependencies. I'm calling React Slick. I am trying to do everything possible. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. This was, I guess, an annoying episode. But not everything goes right. Actually, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go do some research. It's going to be a long one, but I want to get it finished for the end of the episode. So I'll be right back. Oh, I have done it. I've done it. Finally. Okay. And all it took was that code there. So, just need to remove this. We're not using SQL for now. So, what this code does, I think I get it, but I'm using chat to help me understand it. So, this is an object for Webpack, so it allows you to configure Webpack configuration or properties. We're passing in the config, and we're passing in a destructured object and grabbing the value or the property if it is server. That's simple enough. We've then got a function which will check for if it's not the server. So if Webpack is bundling the client side code, and then all we're doing is pushing into the modules the node modules folder, so the root node modules folder. And from my understanding, what that does is it allows us to directly import these. Now, I guess it was quite misleading before because the errors that we were getting showed the errors inside of Slick Theme CSS saying that it couldn't find the fonts. Therefore, I assumed it was something wrong in there to do with the folders. I don't know. But it actually went and found what we were looking for. So it found slick theme CSS, which wouldn't made me think it was this, but clearly it works. There's some tweaks that I need to make, because if you sort of, well, I was clicking it quite a bit and it was coming up straight with the blog. Well, yeah, that's 404, but yeah, so I need to make some adjustments. There you go. It just sort of, sometimes you accidentally click instead of just dragging, but it works perfect. So that's one more thing ticked off the list. Where's the list? Here it is. Actually, two things. So remove the scroll bar, make the images the same height. We're done. Yes. Cool. So in the next video, I'm going to try and filter the posts to be the last 5. And then we're going to use the all blogs to make a list sort of underneath here, and we'll sort of have the image and then a bit, I guess, description or something next to it. So you've got it nice. Once we've done the mobile, we can then work on what it looks like desktop. I'm not a very good designer, so it's easier to work on that smaller screen. There's less to deal with. Perfect. I'm glad I got this out of the way and I got it done. I'm really glad I figured it out. It's helping me sort of learn more, solidify what I'm learning, because I'm talking about it as well, which is fantastic. And yeah, and I'm putting it out there as well. I've always wanted to put out some sort of content, and I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying doing it. So thank you all for watching. This has been a long one, but if you've watched to the end, thank you very much. Make sure to say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.